that if we're at the top of the hour. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this started. Again, thank you all so very much for being here. My name is your Queen Connectress, Miss Marnita Casa, and I will be your humble hostess for today. Now, before I get started, I want to throw out there, if any of you guys have a testimonial that you would like to share, please send me a private message and we'll see about getting you up here, okay? Now, it is my honor to introduce you all to a man that for over 25 years dominated the direct sales industry. His cryptocurrency education is used by companies and universities all around the world. Now, for over 6 years, he had dedicated his life to learning about cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, but he didn't just stop there. He decided to go out and share his information with the masses, and this was done by putting on fun and exciting Bitcoin boot camps nationwide at no cost. He has built thriving communities and wonderful platforms like you see before you now. So without further ado, it is my honor to introduce you all to Mr. Brandon Ivey.
All right. Thank you for that introduction, Miss Casa, and welcome everybody. Another week for Get Fit Mining, the opportunity to get paid for your physical activity. Now, just a couple of updates real quick before we get started. This is one of the hottest projects running right now in the crypto space. We have a lot of people that's making a lot of money in this space. We have a lot of people from the health and wellness side. We have a lot of people, hold on once again. We have a lot of people that's also looking at this community as a way to try to scam the community as well. So as a way to keep everybody safe, a couple of things. Number one, we will be locking the room at 10 minutes after we start. So I'm a Morehouse man. And as a Morehouse man, we believe in being on time is to be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late. To be late is just completely unacceptable. So if you're going to be inviting guests, you need to let them know we start at the top of the hour. And if you're late, you're going to miss it. Another reason, when I have people that come on 15 minutes late, they're always the one to ask a million questions at the end because of information that they missed from the beginning. So they can always just watch the recording on what's taking place after that fact. So let's go ahead and get started. As Ms. Casa said, my name is Brandon Ivey from Los Angeles, California. I'm the founder and CEO of Ivy League Crypto Academy, ILCA. I teach crypto education for a living. I've been in the direct selling space for 25 years. And in this space, I was able to walk off my job or retire at the age of 36 years old, 12 years ago. It's been a blessing to be able to do that. And I like to live what I call the flip-flop lifestyle. Wake up when you're finished sleeping and all that. I got into the crypto space 8 years ago because I now wanted to let my money work for me. And there was nobody there to teach me about this space. So one of the things that I found is that most people get involved with crypto directly or indirectly because they're being exposed to a brand new opportunity to make some money in a program or a company. And as good as that is, the problem is with your lack of education, you then can become a victim of that company directly or indirectly, meaning you don't know how to maneuver in the space fast enough to protect yourself, and you're not able to tell what are good opportunities and what are bad opportunities in the first place. So I started to teach this, and I've been doing that for the last 7 years ever since. But I'm also sure that every single one of you that has been involved in crypto one way or another has lost money one way or another. What I'm excited about this opportunity is that every single person that has been a part of this has actually made money with this opportunity. I love to do this. So do me a favor. Type me in the chat box if you made some money yesterday. Type me in the chat box if you made some money. That's nearly everybody. See, it's one thing when the person at the top of the screen and in the front of the room talks about how much money they're making, but it's another when you can point to everybody out there in the audience in the world that's using this, that's participating, that for the first time, maybe ever in their career in crypto, they're actually making money. And that's an exciting thing to say. So let's go ahead and talk about what this opportunity actually is. Get Fit Mining. So just the name of that alone lets you know that we're combining two industries. We're combining the health and wellness industry as well as the crypto industry when it comes to mining. I have a lot of experience in both. I was the vice president of sales and marketing for another health and wellness company. I was a spokesperson for a Russian-based health and wellness company here in the United States a couple of years ago. So I have a lot of experience in this space, but I also have a lot of pain in both spaces as well. On the health and wellness side, one of the major pains was not the fact that the product and services that were being offered didn't work, is that most of them was too not affordable for most people, especially after a couple of months. And people can't afford the auto ship, they end up dropping out, and it doesn't last that long. And on the crypto side, people getting involved in scams and they lose their money, they lose their life savings. See, when I originally saw this opportunity back in March, I interviewed the creator and her team before we actually got involved. And the only reason why I did get involved, because I saw a way, not for people to get rich. And if you're looking to get rich quick, you're in the wrong place. Not for people to get rich, not for people to make enough money to even to walk off their job. For people to have enough extra income coming in that can pay for the basics, like what about your groceries? What about your gas? What about being able to pay for school? You know, pay off a couple of bills, an extra anywhere between $50 to $400 to $500 a month without having to recruit, without having to sell a product's goods or service and convince grandma to drink your miracle juice. That was enough. We were excited when Rita made $172 after 5 weeks of her own physical activity. We were excited about that. Getting paid for what you already do. But it turned out to be so much bigger than that to where we are today. 30 days ago, now this isn't a project that is brand new. You might have just heard about it. Even for myself, even though I've been here since March, this is a project that's been around for years. And it's been doing its thing, it's been tweaking, it's been finding the right way to match the smart contract and the people involved to use it. You know, that you can create the perfect thing on paper, but can you get a good enough group of people to actually operate it is the next thing. And it took a little bit to get that figured out. And over the last 30 days, it's proven itself. But let's talk about some of the challenges that we all know and face when it comes to health and wellness. Some health facts like heart disease and cancer are the top 2 causes of death in America. 67.5% of American adults are overweight or obese. 97% of Americans are failing to meet ideal healthy lifestyle criteria that can protect their hearts. Tobacco use, poor nutrition, physical inactivity, and excessive alcohol use are top reasons for disease in America. And I close and lock the room. So if you had guests that were coming in and they're not here by now, let them know that they're going to have to get the replay. Now, these are health facts that we already know about. Let me show you how Get Fit Mining is tackling this problem. Take a look.
Tired of shelling out money for gym memberships you hardly ever use? Fed up with fad diets and quick fixes that never seem to deliver? We know the feeling, but what if there was a way to spend less and achieve more, much more, than you've ever dreamed possible? Get Fit Mining, the revolutionary platform that pays you to get fit. Imagine earning cold, hard crypto just for building those buns of steel or carving out that six-pack. With Get Fit Mining, every step you take is not just towards a healthier you, but also towards financial freedom. Forget those hefty gym fees or that pantry stuffed with diet foods. Motivate yourself to be the best version of yourself and start building your retirement at the same time. What if what you mine today could change your tomorrow just doing what you are already doing but intensifying it? Picture this, the best fit version of yourself, traveling the world, driving that luxury car you've always dreamed of. All of this is possible with Get Fit Mining. Here's how it works. Strap on your favorite fitness tracker and start earning crypto for your everyday activities like walking, running, or cycling. The more you move, the more you earn. Our app syncs with your lifestyle. It tracks your progress and mines cryptocurrency while you exercise. It's like mining money while melting calories. Say hello to real-time rewards paid instantly. Achieve your fitness goals and watch your digital wallet grow. Connect with fellow fitness enthusiasts, challenge each other, and share your achievements. With each referral, boost your earnings and your fitness motivation. Join the movement that's reshaping what it means to be fit and financially savvy. Why put off feeling good and living well? The time is now, and Get Fit Mining is your gateway. Ready to make a move? Let's turn those fitness dreams into your financial reality. Jump on board and let Get Fit Mining guide you to a richer, healthier life. It's the future of fitness, and it's here now with Get Fit Mining. So why wait? It's time to turn those workouts into wealth. Download the Get Fit Mining app today and start your journey towards fitness and financial freedom. Remember, every step counts, every workout matters. With Get Fit Mining, you're not just getting fit, you're getting rewarded. It's fitness revolutionized. It's time to get fit, get rewarded, and start building your future one step at a time. See you on the healthier side of life.
I see you guys on Facebook as well, because I'm streaming on all the Facebook groups. So even when I lock the room, if your guest made it late, you can tell them they can go watch on Facebook. So hello, everybody on Facebook. I see you guys are typing me as well. They're making money as well. Now, are there benefits to walking? Yeah, absolutely. Like just 30 minutes every day can increase cardiovascular fitness, strengthens your bones, reduce excess body fat, and boost muscle power and endurance. It reduces your risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, osteoporosis, and even some cancers. Physical activity may help to prevent or manage heart disease, stroke, and high blood pressure. Adults who sit less and do any amount of moderate to vigorous physical activity gain some health benefits. Now, these are things we already know. But the problem is not these issues, because we don't care about this until after the fact, till after we got the hospital visit, after we get that doctor bill, then we start paying attention. We don't do preventative maintenance. And the reason why is because we're not motivated to. We think we're going to be healthy forever. We think we're going to live forever. So we're not motivated. But what can we do to motivate you to do what you should already be doing to take care of yourself? What if we paid you for it? Would you be motivated? Yeah, I think so. How would you like to turn your physical activity, meaning things you're already doing anyway, into an income stream? Someone said, well, I'll do more of it. That's right, because I certainly am. We're going to turn your physical activity into an income stream. You see, everybody already has a phone. I don't have to teach you this. And did you know that your phones already have trackers on them? And these trackers is already collecting your physical activity? I had one person say, Brandon, I don't want to get into Get Fit because I don't want the government tracking my data and my physical activity. I said, really? I said, you got a phone in your hand right now? Yeah. I said, it's already doing that. Your phone is already tracking all of your location, your data, your blood pressure, your heart rate. It's listening to you, whether you gave it permission or not. You just give it permission for it to be displayed. You don't even know what's going on. I can say, hey, Siri, right now, and everybody's phones turn on. It's listening to you. Have you ever noticed that, dang, every time I look at social media, it's like reading my brain. It's bringing up things I didn't search for anything. No, but it was listening to you talk about something. So your phones are already doing this.
Sorry, I don't understand.
That's because I'm not talking to you, Siri. My bad. Thank you, Siri. So here's what Get Fit does. Get Fit, Siri, turn off. I don't need you. Stop it. All right, let me shut off Siri. There we go. All right. So Get Fit is just an app that you download onto your phone. It connects to the apps already on your phone like Google Fit, Health Connect, and Apple Health. It takes that data, brings it over onto the app, moves it into the miners that you have, translates that data into a digital hash, sends that data to the blockchain, and your reward for that data and that information is crypto token called MQT. Anybody know, and we call that process mining. Anybody know of another process that kind of does the same thing? Something called Bitcoin. You know, if you're brand new to Bitcoin, you're going to get a crash course. on how this stuff works. See, Bitcoin is not created out of thin air, contrary to popular belief out there. Even Donald Trump figured that out. While he was president, he said Bitcoin is a scam and a Ponzi. Last week, he said, I'm going to be the first Bitcoin crypto president. He figured it out. Cash is not king. Cash can be made up by the Federal Reserve whenever they feel like it. Bitcoin, on the other hand, it has to be created by individuals like me and you who purchase equipment. They program that equipment. They plug it into an electrical socket. By the way, in Inner Circle Crypto Talk this morning, we learned of a new way that they're using landfills to power Bitcoin miners in America. That's new technology. You got to pay for that electricity. And every 10 minutes, when a Bitcoin block is closed, 3.25 Bitcoin is being released as a reward every 10 minutes. Well, in this ecosystem, every 48 hours, 2,000 MQT is released. Who gets those MQT? Those of you who's mining it in GetFit. The difference is, instead of your miners being powered with electricity, it's being powered with your physical activity. And the more of it you do, the more you earn. Now, GetFit Mining is not the first app on the market, Move to Earn app. You've got Steppin' and Sweatcoin. Some of you guys might have been using it. I've been using them for years. I inadvertently paid for another year's subscription of Sweatcoin, and I didn't want to do that, but I did. But it did it automatically. And these apps, they're all right. I mean, but they're limited in what they can do. They're restrictive. You know, you got to make sure the GPS is working and they only work outside. They are centralized and limited capability. Whereas GetFit Mining, plus they have subscription models. GetFit Mining, there is no monthly auto ship fee for it. It's free to download. It's decentralized. There is no company called GetFit Mining or MoveQuest. There's no corporate headquarters. There's no address. None of that. It is a smart contract. Just like there is no office called Bitcoin. You know, it's decentralized. So decentralized, no subscription fee, and it's getting you rewarded for all of your steps, your distance, your calories, your workouts, even your sleep. And are there benefits to sleeping? Yes. Benefits to sleeping are 7 to 9 hours sleep a night keeps your heart healthy, reduces stress, and helps keeps blood sugar consistent. It lowers your risk for serious health problems like diabetes and heart disease, reduces stress, improves your mood, and allows you to think more clearly. It helps to prevent inflammation and control your weight. Now, again, we already know this, but life prevents us from getting a good night's sleep. You know, one of the things I looked forward to the most when I was ready to fire my boss was for that Monday morning to come around and I didn't have to get up before the sun came up, that I can wake up when I'm finished sleeping. I never really heard of that concept. Wake up when I'm finished sleeping, but there was also something else that happened. Being self-employed and owning my own company, I work harder for myself than I ever did on a job. So for the last 12 years, I averaged between 4.5 and 5 hours sleep a night and 1 good hour in the afternoon. That has been my daily routine for a decade until GetFit Mining. Now I'm averaging between 6.5 and 8 hours sleep a night. Why am I getting the extra sleep? Yeah, I know you're not making money until you make money while you're sleeping. But what about this? How about making money for sleeping? People say, Brandon, I'm not that physically active. I have some disabilities. I can't move around. Do you sleep? Yes, then you can get paid. Get paid for sleeping. So now I just lay in bed even though my body wakes up. I don't get out of the bed. I just lay there for an hour or so and think about what I want to do for the rest of the day. Now, the more you move, the more you mine. All your steps, your distance, your workouts, your calories, even your sleep is being recorded and credited for you, managed by a smart contract, not a company. But there are limits to how active you can be. I mean, we just came off the Olympics. You can't be Usain Bolt or Sha'Carri Richardson or Noah Lyles or, Jordan Childs. You can't do that. Know your body. So you can max out 20,000 steps a day. You can do more, but you're only going to get credit for the 20,000. Also, you can receive credit for up to 10 miles a day. 2 hours workout time. And this is something a lot of people keep missing. I have one for Brandon, I did 10,000 steps, but how there's no workouts. Did you turn the workouts feature on? See, if you have an Android, turn on Get Fit, hit the button or hit the plus button at the bottom right. Workouts going to pop up and hit start. If you have a Samsung Galaxy Watch, I made this mistake. Herschel had to show me what I was doing wrong. On my Samsung Galaxy Watch, I kept turning on workouts on the Samsung tab. Instead, I had to download the Google Fit on the watch itself and then turn it on from there. And then everything worked. I was like, oh, just a little tweak. So make sure you turn on your workouts. You will still get your steps. You'll get your workouts and you'll be burning calories. And also calories, 2,000 to 4,000 calories max. This is one that I think I've only maxed out once or twice ever. 4,000 calories. Then you also have sleep, up to 8 hours of sleep to max yourself out. So getting started with Get Fit, you want to get back to the person who invited you. You need a phone. You need a phone. Fitness trackers are optional. Like I have an Android and an iPhone. I got smartwatch for both, for my Android and my iPhone. Why? For convenience. So I don't have to carry my phone everywhere I go. Some of you guys carry your phone from the couch to the living room or to the kitchen to get a sandwich, to the bathroom, to take a bath. You take it to bed with you. You take it to dinner with you. You even, if you went to work and you left your phone at home, you will risk being late and bust that U-turn to go pick up your phone. I mean, we take it everywhere we go. But with the watch, I don't have to. I can even, when I go for a walk, I leave my phone at home. And when I come back, it automatically syncs to the phone. My phone just sits right there on my desk. I don't have to touch it. I get annoyed when it rings. Your phones already have Google Fit. You make sure you got to download Health Connect. Make sure Health Connect and Google Fit's on your Androids. Some Androids have it, some don't. So you double check, make sure your phone has it. You know what's also a great thing? You're going to notice if your phone already has these apps on it, the moment you download Get Fit, you're going to get credit for the last 48 hours. Like I said, your phone is already recording your data. I did that with my son. My youngest son right now is averaging about $60 to $80 a day. A day. Now he's looking at me, hey, you did $500. How come I'm not doing that? I said, because you don't have 7 omegas. I'm not, he's spoiled, but he's got to work for it. So I said, look, I got you a couple minors. He's a senior in school. You do your stuff. When you make money, we'll use that money to upgrade your minors. Now he's learning the value of hard work, not just stuff given to him. Now, the magic happens when you actually purchase the minors. The minors is what's needed to make this all work. And you're going to dock those minors. And any activity is getting you paid. From walking outdoors, indoors, running, jogging, hiking, riding your bike, riding your skateboard, playing with your kids and your grandkids, going to the grocery store and walking up and down the aisles, when you go on vacation and you're walking on the beach. If you're at a concert and you're dancing, any casual activity like cleaning up your house, doing yard work, having sex, anything that's getting your heart rate moving and your body moving, you're getting credit for. And this is a self-sustaining ecosystem. And what does that mean? Well, why have other projects failed in the past where this one is succeeding? Why is that? Well, other projects, especially when you're dealing with crypto, you're already coming into this understanding that 90% of any business fails in the first year anyway. That's even outside of crypto. Now you're adding crypto on top of it. The chance of failure goes up. Then you need to raise money, but you got the SEC claiming that, you got to register. If you can't raise money any kind of way, it's illegal. So they try to do any kind of crowdfunding and seed building rounds or investors. That's under scrutiny, and they can get shut down for that later on. But what ends up happening is when it launches, the people who got started first, all the investors, the first thing they do This is why I said the community can be the problem. It's not try to help build the system. They want to sell for a profit immediately. And the thing launches, they sell, token price goes all the way down. Outside investors look at it and say, I'm not getting in on that pump and dump. I'm not doing that. And then what happens? They start screaming, the people scream to the company, bring the price back up. We're losing money. And the company says, we have no power over that. It's on the open market now. And then the people start screaming. This is where they shoot themselves in the foot. They start saying loud and proud, I got scammed. This was a rug pull. I got scammed. Whether it was a scam or not is irrelevant at this point, because now nobody will touch that project with a 10-foot pole because the people in it is calling it a scam. So it's dead. And that's what happens with a lot. And even if that didn't happen, then you have the CEOs and the centralized companies that want to run off with everybody's money. They're promising 3%, 10% a day in a week, that knowing that they can't sustain that. They're using new people's money to pay old people in a Ponzi scheme. And you don't even realize you're involved in one. Or the government comes in, swoops in, and shuts it down before they even look to see what's actually going on. This is a self-sustaining ecosystem, which means this. Since there is no central company to take the profit, the smart contract takes what would be profit and puts it right back into the ecosystem. For example, since there's no company accepting the money, every time you evolve and upgrade your miners, every time you submit your proof of physical activity, every time you claim your mining rewards, every time you unlock your mining dock slots, create challenges and events, and leash your miners, you're doing it directly on the blockchain. And everything that goes on the blockchain incurs transaction fees. Why do you think guys like Sam Bankman-Fried and CZ, the founders of FTX and Binance and every exchange out there, even the Winklevoss twins when they created Gemini and Coinbase themselves, why did they become multi-billionaires? Because they are claiming the transaction fees and a lot of it as profit. It might be small for each of us, but as a whole, collectively, it adds up. So since this is not a company, the smart contract turns around and puts that money right back into the ecosystem so that you don't need new money to pay old people. It's the people already in the system using the product every single day. I always had a thing. If I can't make money off the product, I don't want to be involved in your opportunity. I can recruit in anything. This is not about recruiting. This is about, can I make money from the product itself? Now, up until this point, this has only been theory. Like I said, GetFit Mining's been around for a few years, trying to get this thing right and figured out with the people. It's only been theory up to about a little more than 30 days ago. What happened? Well, the creator of the project said, look, come hell or high water, I'm going to prove that this works. So she said, we're going to have a fresh start to show the complete evolution and not try to cater to builders and networkers who are always asking for a deal, always want upfront money. Give me 7 Omegas for free, skipping the process. She said, no. Let me just start it from scratch and show how the process works. So we launched on the Avalanche blockchain. Personally, I thought it was going to fail. And since I'm transparent, I said so publicly. Yeah, I've been involved since March, but I said, yeah, this has an 80% chance of failure. But my crypto community knows when I say that, because you say, then why are you involved in it if you think it's going to fail? Because I have a code that I live by when it comes to crypto. 4 rules I live by. But one of the main rules I'd say is, I never believe anybody inside crypto telling me about an opportunity, especially the owner or CEO and the top promoters of it, because I don't know what private deals they got on the back end. So they're telling me whatever I want to hear so that they can make money. I believe, I always think this, okay, if they fail by 90%, the 10% that succeeds can I still make some money? If the answer is yes, I get involved cautiously. I don't go head in, all in. I go cautiously, and then I'll scale myself up if it continues to go. That's how I save myself in this space, how I've been able to survive the crypto space. Again, I always got to go back to the education. I know people who have made fast money, millions fast, and then lost it just as fast because they don't have education. So I'm very cautious in this space. But I got to tell you, I was wrong. I was wrong because we now have proof. Not theory, not speculation, hard evidence. Now I'm going to switch to say, looking at this from the outside as a crypto expert. This is a chart from Dex Tools. This is not created by MoveQuest or GetFit. Anybody can see this. The one thing about the blockchain is public. Everybody can see every single transaction, every single wallet, nothing's hidden. So the token launched, MQT, at $1. It got all the way up more than 380% rise in the first 24 hours. Normally when that happens, the people who got in early sell their tokens for a profit, and it comes and crashing all the way back down to launch price or below. And the outside world looks at it as a pump and dump. And these same people start screaming, how come the price is going down and not coming up, even though they're the ones who sold before they even got established to have an outside buying community in the first place to stabilize it. A successful launch will look something like this. You have the launch, the price goes all the way up. And then, of course, you're going to sell. But it stops around 30 to 40% higher than launch price, and it starts to balance out. If the project is good, meaning it has real world use case on it and not just hype, over time, that project will start to rise. It could be days, weeks, months, or even years before that happens. You might see it flatline for a long time, then all of a sudden it pops up. If the project is bad, then over time it will go all the way down, like the one token I made $60,000 in one day called Electronium, and most people lost all their money. Most people are still holding their tokens right now. It's never coming back up. I knew that wasn't going to last long, but my education led me to know when to sell, when to get out, when most people held on to it because they thought it was going to go to the moon. Here's what GetFit did, and this is what shocked me. I have never seen this before in my entire time in crypto. All right, it went up, and of course you see a little bit of sell, then it stopped, bounced right back up again. I said, okay, that's because, you know, the community is mostly us and we kind of know what we're doing. So we didn't kill the project. It stayed flatline, and then you start to see a major sell-off here. What was happening here? These people were selling their MQT to upgrade their miners. And then this happened. Now, I've seen this all the time. There's tokens that go down and up all the time. We just saw the crypto market was in bloody red last night and then bounced back this morning. So Crypto Talk, you guys saw that this morning. We saw the whole market reverse last night or early this morning. But it's why this happened. This wasn't new buyers that came in. This was the smart contract taking what would be profit for a company and putting it right back in the ecosystem by repurchasing MQT, pulling that MQT off the market. So when you have less MQT in circulation, the value of what's left goes up. And then added liquidity. So look at this liquidity here. First 24 hours, it even reached a new all-time high of $4.90 after the sell-off, which I thought was, at this time when I saw this, I thought that that was a coincidence. I didn't read into that yet. But look at the liquidity. 24 hours in, $489,000 liquidity, $93 million market cap. I am personally a part of two other crypto projects. One that's been around for years, another one maybe 4 or 5 months, that their liquidity is like between $7,000 or $60,000 after all this time. I'm like, are you kidding me? One project's got thousands of people in it, been mining for 2.5 years. Liquidity 7,000. If I tried to sell tokens right now, I'm going to get a price impact like 20 or 30% because there's not enough money, not enough liquidity there to pull out. This liquidity was at almost $500,000 in the first 24 hours. Then the next 2 weeks or so, it started to fluctuate between $4.40 and $2.50. And even on the low 250, that's still higher than the dollar that it launched. Everybody was still in profit. But then it started to do this. It started to pick up its feet, get some traction going, and it reached $6.87 2.5 weeks ago. I did this. I took the screenshot right before I did the Saturday presentation. The price was at $6.87. 25% rise in the past 24 hours. The Friday before, the night before, I sent a message to the creator of the project, and I told her congratulations. And I said, yeah, I apologize. I thought this was going to fail. You proved it. Congratulations for proving that your smart contract, if worked properly, actually works. It took a couple of years to make it happen, but it actually works. And then she said, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it hits $25 by the end of August. I said, oh, no way. Yeah, I'll give you maybe $10. $10 by the end of August, right? That was what again, I'm no novice in this space. I know how to read the charts. I know the history of crypto and tokens. I said $10. Here's what happened a couple of days later. It went from $6 to $48 in less than a week. Now, that shocked look on my face is because this actually happened while I was live doing a presentation. You guys knew about it before me. And I was a little nervous that day because somebody did an to be exact, $86,979 sale. Now, I'm not going to pull the calculator up because I'm short on time and we're going to have a couple of testimonials. But they spent 2,853 MQT to make $86,000. They dropped the token price from $32 to $27. And then while I was live, it hit another all-time high and went to $44. Later that day, it hit $48.24 when I took this screenshot. By that point, I'm sold. I'm sold. It wasn't a coincidence. I have noticed over and over again, because you can look at every single buy and sell. Every time there's a major sell-off, within 24 hours, the token hits a new all-time high. And then I'm also not nervous when I see people selling, because that lets me know people are actually getting paid for their physical activity. They're actually able to cash out. They're actually able to pay that gas bill. They're actually able to wait, what am I talking about? I'm acting like y'all are only making $5 a day. Nah, some of you guys are making anywhere between $50 to $400 a day. Life-changing. I was completely off on the numbers. Life-changing. I used to say it with Lynette, oh, you guys are going to be millionaires. Like, what are you talking about, Lynette? Now I understand now. Something else to look for? Only 21 million circulating supply. 21 million. Does anybody know what other token out there has also 21 million supply? Type it in the chat box if you know that. But then I also saw liquidity. We started at 400,000, almost $500,000 liquidity. We're now up to $3.14 million liquidity. That other project, it's got still 74,000 liquidity. And I saw, I'm not gonna call anybody out. I know I'm not the old me. The old me, if you know how I used to be, I used to call people out and companies out. I'm not going to do that, but I will say this. There's a top networker in the industry that this got their attention and they started talking about what MQT has done. By the way, this screenshot was taken 10 minutes before I went live today. $66.55. Yesterday, it was 63. But when that networker started talking about it, another person came in and said, hey, buddy, why don't you pump up my coin? It's been out for about 5 months now. And the guy said, basically, I don't know nothing about that. Who are you? And he said, I'm the creator of the project. I'm like, really? You created the project. You're going on somebody else's post, begging them to pump your coin. Documentation beats conversation. Look at the market cap, 1.39 billion. Now, I will share, Lynette told me the goal is to get liquidity up to 15 million liquidity. Now, unlike Bitcoin, circulating supply is not 21 million, or right now, Bitcoin's 19 million circulating supply. The last Bitcoin will be mined in the year 2140. The circulating supply right now is a little less than 300,000 tokens, which means the tokens you have now are valuable, precious. So I was watching this morning. Somebody did a purchase of $3,900 for 59 MQT. Each MQT is going to become valuable. So I'm not giving financial advice. You might want to try to save as many MQT as you can. Here is what I just made yesterday on my iPhone. 6.23 MQT. Now, you still see round in progress. That's like a Bitcoin miner where the blockchain hasn't been closed yet. You have every day you can submit. Every day you submit. You have 48 hours to submit, though. If you don't submit within those 48 hours, then all of your data is tossed out and lost. It goes into what's called expired. You can't claim it. So this number is going to go down because more people are submitting their tokens. Only 2,000 MQT right now is being submitted that all of us is pulling from. So I had some smartass tell me, excuse my language, on social media, Brandon, every day your tokens seem to be going down. So I knew this project wasn't gonna work. I said, really? The first time you saw me make a post and all the tokens that I earned, the price of the token was at $3. Right now it's 66. So the amount of tokens we get may drop, but the value of it is rising. Just like Bitcoin. How many Bitcoin did it take to purchase 2 pizzas, the very first purchase? 10,000 Bitcoin. What do you think those 10,000 Bitcoin is worth today? I will do the math on this though. 6.23 MQT. 6.23 times $66. That's a $411 day. Now this should drop to probably maybe 3 or 4 MQT when this closes. Still, that's a $250, $300 day. Can that help anybody out? Without having to recruit, without having to sell a product. Let's play this video of, I call this Mr. Bitcoin. Take a look at this.
I'm right here watching history be made. Bitcoin is now up to $111. It's an all-time high and it's continuing to rise. I've seen it break 3 times today. It went up to 110 and this is the highest that it's been. It's ridiculous. Last trade, 189 Bitcoin for $111 piece. That's amazing to me. I mean, just look at this graph. You see this graph? That's the last 3 hours. Give me a second, I'll switch it up.
I'm running out of time. I can't say what I want to say, but how do you get started? You get started for a low of $50. One Lenny costs $50. Now you can have 7 miners working for you, but you can get 7 Lennies for $350. If you want to get all the Omegas, which is the biggest miner, you would need to purchase 14 Lennies for $700 and then evolve them up. You can't just purchase this outright, the Omegas outright. You got to purchase the Lenny first and then evolve them up. The higher the miner you have, the more power it gives. For example, Lenny to primary, I think, has this changed yet? You get it for, well, it's going to be $50 to go from a Lenny to a primary, 40 from a primary to ultra, 60 from ultra to alpha, and 2 alphas and $200 to get 1 Omega. Coming soon is the ability to lease your miners. So the $50 miner Lenny is going to be more expensive in the future, and there's going to be people who can't afford to get it. But if you have extra miners, you can put it on the leasing dock so someone can lease it. They're going to be able to submit their proof of physical activity. They're going to be able to claim their own mining rewards, and you get to claim the leasing fee because it's your miner. So get back to the person who shared this with you. Let them know whether you are in or out. If you're in, great. You're going to get a link, and there's another training coming up in 10 minutes that you can hop on. If you're out, just know this. that your phone is still recording all of your data and you choose not to get paid for it. That's a choice. As a disclaimer, I'm not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. I share information for educational, training, and entertainment purposes only, and it is up to you to make your own decision. There is no guarantee on what type of money you can earn, because there's three things that this is based on that I have no control over, so I can't tell you that. Number one, how physically active are you going to be? I don't know what that is. Number two, how many minors are you going to have working for you, and what level of those minors are? I have no idea what that's going to be for you. And number three, what is the value of the token today? Today it's $66. By the end of the month, it might be 100. I don't know. It might go down to 30. I don't know. So those are the three things. And in a few weeks, you're going to see the branding moving from Get Fit Mining to MoveQuest. This is only on the Avalanche chain right now. There is a scammer running around on the Solana chain. So if you are brand new and you're trying to look on Dex Tools or Uniswap and you see Solana MQT, that is a scam only on the Avalanche chain. So I want to turn it over to Ms. Casa. We have maybe one or two testimonials to share, and then we're going to dismiss and go to Herschel's training on the jointhemovementum.com. So Ms. Casa, who do we have to share testimony today?
Okay, you guys caught me. Even though I'm the hostess, I still got to get my steps in. So we do have one beautiful person that is going to be doing a testimony for us, and that is Miss Rodica. Are you still available?
Rodica, I see. Let me unmute her.
Okay.
All right, go right ahead, Rodica.
Yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Yeah, I think I am the more mature woman or member of this community, but I don't give up easy. Thank you so much, Brandon, for everything. And I wanted to say, it's like I lost a lot of money in crypto, like everybody else probably. I cannot lose anymore, and I will not. This helped me so far. With all the problems what I had, it's like I have 7 ultras, and this month I will go to all omega. And
All right.
everything what I am doing right now is like I don't put money from my bank account. I don't take out. I just invest back. This community is the best ever. I cannot thank enough you and Herschel Crow. I don't know what happened. I lost a lot of money on my MetaMask wallet. But like always, it's like we always have a hope and the help of the community. This is the best what you can ever have. You just have to give it a try.
All right. Thank you, Rodica, for sharing that. Rodica is, well, no, I'm not going to say the age. I know women are, but if she can make this happen, anybody can. I forgot who shared the testimonial that she's doing it with a broken back. So even if you think that you're disabled and you can't move around, you sleep, if you move your arms, you're playing with your kids, you're walking your dog, any activity. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Ohanian, who just got started, and he had no sleep, no workout hours, did I think about 8,000 steps, and still made $150 something yesterday. So I know he's like, oh, let me do more. That's how it works. So thank you guys. I'll be doing this presentation again. Actually, I'll be doing it twice tomorrow. I'm going to do double duty because I forgot today's Wednesday. So tomorrow, Thursday, I'll be doing it at the same time. I'm going to do it again at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific tomorrow. And then right after that, will be Herschel's training. So right now, we got Herschel's training coming up in the next 5 minutes. Get back to the person who invited you. They will give you the link for that. And let's have some fun. And let's help people out there make an extra income, whether it's $5 a day to $300 a day. I'm seeing that range in between. Take care, everybody. See you guys on Herschel's presentation in the next couple minutes. Bye-bye.